Well, 13 freaking 11.
He is
What a comeback.
So clutch. And Envy, with that play, it's going to force him down to a
Veteran players
they were anticipating
versus
not going to land that shot, but he's still got a chance.
Be that same
players.
dynamic though. Reset might be coming soon for Envy, and it might be a desperate scenario.
Look at Molly.
The amount of util down. Out goes the Nebula. Out goes the Nova Pulse. But now in goes finally the take. Shining Light in the front line. In goes the rest of Sentinels trying to hold it back.
He knifes him in the head. What is going on? What is happening? Oh, that's a dart. He didn't bounce it, or maybe that was the geometry for sure. Geometry in this game has got to go.
And as the dust subsides, it is Sentinels landing on their feet.
Dude, what is going on in this game? It's as chaotic as Icebox and as close as we can have it. 5-4 from a 5-1 deficit. Sentinels have found 3 rounds in a row. I can't even describe that round. All I saw was a knife being thrown and then a melee being stabbed from
a knife being thrown, a knife being used.
What is going on? Sentinels, they lose 4 players, and now, I mean, you compare both economies, they are in very similar stature. Sentinels could get fully reset here, whereas Envy, they have that cushion of the max loss bonus.
And in terms of the macro of the actual round, that's the first time that Envy has attempted anything like that, and Sentinels has just dissipated any chance of this ever happening ever again. In goes the move towards mid. Zombs is now here to try to help out. Here goes the peek from Sick. Out goes the combo from Zombs. He's only able to get that second. There's another person over in bottom
Oh
mid.
my god, everyone just chill for a second, man. Holy. Legged him. Bro, everybody in this game, in both games, they're just flying.
Marv is getting aggressive in the garage. He knows he's on low HP. He needs to find an advantage. And he might have one.
Oh, he's getting
discipline. He doesn't flick. He waits. He listens.
Ah!
He watches, and now he whiffs.
No.
He whiffs.
He's like, go die, go die, is what he's telling him. Go die.
He goes for a second.
But Zombs is too damn smart. Oh my god.
Denies the 2 of them.
Oh.
A play that could have won it.
What the hell?
Their fun. Sentinels tie things back up 5-5.
How many times are we going to see it? How many times are we going to see players with the most optimal scenario possible, just not able to pull it off? I mean, just unfortunate, really. The timing not in his favor, able to follow up, and now, folks, it's a tie score line again. I mean, how did we even make it here again?
It was 5-1.
It was 5-1.
Sucks he had a Spectre. He probably would have won that if he had the
Well,
Phantom,
folks,
but he had
we
the
made it here.
Spectre.
We might as well continue. Only 2 rounds remaining in this half, and the off is indeed back in the hands of TENZ. They were able to save it up.
Professional players whiffing? Dude, you whiff a lot. Doesn't matter. No matter who you are, whiffs will always happen.
TENZ is going to use that op towards the C side, and Sick has got to run it back for sewers. So Cam goes in.
It's so easy to whiff. It's so easy. It's crazy. It's crazy how easy it is.
They hear nothing. Back away. The B hit is coming in here from Envy. Shock darts to try and delay. Ult's not necessarily present as FNS. He will get the spike down and he's going to have lockdown, but it's a contention from 2 ults. Hunter's Fury and the run it back. And Sick is taking space. Force players out of position. And while he's not going to deny FNS, trades go back as Ye.
Dude, Ye's owning.
Battling 1-for-1.
Oh, Ye is still alive, and Ye is still battling. Still in the back of the B5, and there's nobody else here. TENZ was actually able to get that. Quick scope on, and there you go. TENZ continues his reign of terror, going on with a shorty, and now it's only crashies in a 1v3.
Oh!
Oh yeah, the sheriff.
Dude, imagine he won that though.
Okay. Crashies, a little crazy for that one, but it's still the same result. 6-5.
Okay, well, things got scary when Ye was popping off in the back and he was able to find 2. A nice, nasty quick scope from TENZ. He's able to lock down Victor out of that position. 6-5. How did we get here? 5 rounds in a row for both of these sides. And Sentinels with that one pistol round have themselves the advantage. 4 ults charged up for Envy, none which they got to use in the last round. Bladestorm, Lockdown, all present with the Hunter's Fury and Cosmic Divide on top.
These kids watch YouTube compilations of pros owning and think that's all that happens.
Looks like Envy have got full focus towards the A side, and well, there's no TENZ operator to slow them down. It's just dapr and shahzam. A tag goes in, but no shots connect so far. And Sentinels, they can retake this site. It's dapr still sitting and waiting. They're not convinced it's an A hit just yet, though, Gus.
No shots connecting and no shot. We're actually going to have Sentinels still holding off this front line. Look at this comp still here. And look at the amount of util that Envy can end up using. Out goes the lockdown. The TENZ still able to get a big pick. Out goes the right click. He's still trying to fight for short. Just about 4 seconds left. And he has to run away. But he has more than enough time and teammates to help. He is safe back over towards heaven. Nobody gets detained. Cosmic Divide is still up. Plan finally goes in. And TENZ, he's fully flashed! Crashies in the middle too! Oh my word! FNS still trying to make his way through. It's
What the heck am I watching?
Drop in. He ends up getting the last two. And that is gonna finish off the half. Sentinels.
What is going on?
Envy, they see them win 5 rounds in a row. Whatever you do, we can do better. 6 rounds in a row to close off the half. And my even just that last round alone just explains everything.
Yeah.
What is going on in this game? It's a pure war.
It is absolute chaos going down between these 10 players. shahzam and TENZ both going crazy. TENZ in that last round beat a maniac jumping down from heaven. Again, if this was the series that we get 3 maps, it had to be these 3 maps. Both teams are delivering. It's not as close as we could get, but it sure as heck is close.
Oh, it is pretty much as close as
I wonder
we
what's
had a 6,
going to start first, this
7-5.
second game or this halftime? Probably this halftime, right? 3 minutes or so.
And you guys know that it's
This is
going to be
halftime,
yet
right?
another
Am I crazy?
3.5 minute break. We will be
Dude,
right
3.5
back
minutes.
with
They definitely
the
upped their
second half
breaks.
between
For sure they did.
Sentinels and Envy.
Like, think about having an ad in a video game and you earn Radianite. Like, imagine an ad in Valorant, and if you watch the ad, you don't have to, but if you want to watch the ad, you'll earn a little bit of Radianite. Or some weird shit like, I don't know. I feel like there's a world in where that's possible.
Welcome on back, folks. It could be our epic conclusion for what is one of these 2 teams' runs to Berlin. Sentinels only 1 half away to it, and Envy still looking to bite back from 1-0 down. It's the second half starting off here on Haven, and Sentinels, again, they were not looking that hot, but it's the same exact story as the first half in map number 1. They brought it all the way back with 6 rounds in a row to have the lead going into the second half.
Envy here on this defensive side. I mean, we were expecting fireworks from both sides, and they delivered. Now, here with Envy on the defense, it feels like they have the stronger competition.
Oh my
with
god.
Lockdown, KJ,
Little double dink.
and that Asher util
Wow.
early on. Yay. He's going to bite the dust here on the B site. Now, speaking of KJ, the util is still there in TENZ. He's just found a way to lurk up. He's just walking. Hold shift, hold W, and you've got space.
My favorite caster, I hold shift, will be very happy about this. TENZ, hold and shift all the way up.
You think
there,
trading will
and
become a
that
thing
is
in a game,
complete
in this game like
control.
CS?
Send out
I
all the
don't think
information in the
so.
world. He went deep into short. He ended up getting the audio input. Only guy sitting.
Trading works well in CS because of the ecosystem that Steam has built. Their whole marketplace.
4 players left. What do they do? Okay, first contact. Crashies is going to be forced away nonetheless. 6 still has a hot hand if he wants to heal.
You add a trading system in this game, you'll just lose money.
Immediately backed away. 3 players towards long. dapr being the only player looking for the contest over towards the sewer side. And shahzam with a recon bolt. They've already tapped the spike. They're getting it going.
dapr.
Unless you can, like,
back that first contact. All 3 players over towards long. Spike not being defused.
Jesus.
Out goes that other shock start. And after 5 kills go down at the exact same time, it is
Oh, he dinked him.
Zombs tapping away, but Mark gets a massive headshot. It's only 1 shot to the body that he needs. Zombs barely showing a pixel.
Did he win?
And it is no. Oh no,
Is there
no
no
time.
Nope.
Oh, barely enough time for Mark. Get that defuse, but just 0.6 seconds away from getting
Yeah, if you, like,
with yet another pissed around win.
I mean, Zombs, he gets the job done. All he does is
If you,
jiggle
like,
back and
charge
forth
some
and
sort of
realize
money
he's
per
oh,
trade, then
it's
yeah, I
half,
guess
so
it would
he's
work.
willing to take that commit there, and 8 to 5 Sentinels, it's a big round to pick up because Envy, this is the map where if they drop it, they drop to the lower bracket. Sentinels with a huge lead, they're gonna fully invest. Now Envy, they've been good so far at counterbalancing and taking back the 4 spies. They do it here again. 2 Spectres, 1 Stinger, and 2 Marshals to work.
Right, makes enough money. I mean, yes and no. You're always thinking about what's the next step. You're always thinking about how do you take your business to the next level. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, I can't sit here and stream forever. And
They
even
have
if I
lesser
can,
guns, but they
streaming
still
only
have a
makes me
whole lot
so
of armor.
much
It's
money.
still
The next
something
step for my
worth it.
business is how do
Couple
I
SMGs here and there, the
how do I
marshals
make
down the
more?
line, too.
I feel like that's what everyone
It
is
is
just trying to achieve
Quite the
in any
proficient
business.
second round conversion.
How do you make more?
Envy could potentially get. I'll watch out still.
So,
I was thinking about a crossfire for a quick second, but the person from short, Victor, is
there's
actually
it's
backed
never
up
enough. It
towards
never
long.
is.
This is actually allowing
Sure, maybe some
Sentinels,
people,
two players to walk
but
up
for
short.
most people,
Their main smokers
you're always
now
trying to
gone,
achieve,
and
you're
while
always trying to
Victor's
do
been given
better.
that chance, like you said,
Achieve
they just
more.
walk on up. Sentinels will take sewers. Well, Envy were gonna take long anyway, and now they're continuing to battle. TENZ
Drop.
for at least one trade. dapr is gonna catch one Victor.
Crashies!
Trying to work
Crashies!
back. Crashies. He's only got a marshal. He has to hit
They
his
have no
shot.
clue he's here.
No scope. One tag, two. He's gonna find another. 3 versus 2. And Envy, it's 2 marshals, a stinger up against Sick and dapr with specters.
Oh,
Okay, Crashies has no clue where
Oh.
any of these last few players are, and there you go.
Trip goes
Dapr
off.
sitting up in short. Trip still up. Safe they would
Jumps.
engage. Yay, not here at a good angle, not a good time either. Daps with a wide swing towards sights. Takes down Yay. Now look at this post play from Sentinels. Both of these last two players backing out towards what would be mid, and it's a perfect counteraction for the position of FNS. FNS thought that he was slick going up short, but Sentinels, they had the right idea. For the first time in this map, we end up seeing Sentinels with the second round.
Tricky positioning. I mean, FNS makes the jump over the trip, but with a stinger from long range, it's a difficult battle to win against.
Justin's prediction might be wrong.
This third round is already gonna have his run it back charge. He doesn't really need to use it, knowing that Envy are gonna definitely have
looking that way right now.
That was the round that Envy, had they picked up, you reset Sentinels again, you could maybe find another streak like you did in the first half. But dropping that round, it's gonna be another eco here as light investments with pistols and the single marshal for Yay. Sentinels have themselves essentially a full bonus if they can win this round out. Sick. Again, with that run it back, he's going to be using that Phantom. It's a default from Sentinels, and FNS has already gotten aggressive towards the long cubby, towards the C side, and Sentinels put their full focus towards A and contesting.
It's a big contestation from NV period throughout these back choke points. Mostly including C-Lock. Look at this approach from FNS. He's sitting right into the middle of Cubby.
Love it, because Yay is planning on playing long with this Marshall as well, so it's a great assist.
Oh my gosh, indeed it is.
Oh.
First pick. The friends
He got away.
Get one, but TENZ is forced to dash his way forward. Mars able to get another one. Look at the gap on Yay. Yay gets another pick. He's still sitting up on top of logs. Out goes the cross. Victor and Yay combined for 2. Shahzam and Sick. Last 2 remaining.
Oh my god, he got the freaking click, dude!
Shahzam.
What is this game?
But it's still
Oh
the
my
round back from
god.
Envy, so close to saving his teammate, but it's a 9-6 scoreline that Envy had to scratch and claw for.
It feels like that these rounds are just far too chaotic. Swings go in, tags with Marshall.
I can't believe they won
and
that.
Somehow Shamps ring out
I
too, and they
can't believe
find
they won
Envy
that.
a 6th round here. That was where Sentinels were looking, okay, if we can win this round, we can have the full bonus. But because their second round goes down to such close margins, they don't have the credits here to go for the buyback. 4 sheriffs to play with. dapr can reinvest, but overall, Sentinels, they're reset, and Envy, they're still in this second map.
It's intense for Envy, but Sentinels really just trying to dissipate a lot of this pressure. Early round proceedings doesn't exactly see much for Sentinels, as they've been actually very much used to actually banging out a couple of these deep choke points. And Envy, they're still playing up that same dynamic. 2 players watching up contact early. Sentinels, they haven't made a peek except for TENZ.
TENZ, I think, was trying to avoid that alarm bot, but he took a step far, a little bit too forward before the cloudburst went down, and now Sentinels.
I think that's Cloudburst wasn't going to work anyway. I see what he was trying to do, but he still has to find a way to walk around it without walking in the smoke. So I don't think it was going to work anyway.
Swings back, and there are 3 players here. It is Sentinels with sheriffs. It's deadly. Doesn't keep the gun out long enough, and he goes down.
FNS still around the corner, could be able to get a second kill, and finally he does. He was running out of bullets, and he's still able to get a couple more in. Marv with a 3K holding back the sight. Yes, that is going to be pretty much the end of the round. dapr looking for some economic damage. But this is all that Envy needs. This is the first round that they end up buying up the rifles. The op is finally back in their hands, and they save pretty much all of it.
Yeah, you gotta love FNS chasing him down the classic. He's like, let me get my ult points. Let me get my ult points. And his teammates just, taking those kills away. But he's only 2 off of it. Victor only being 1 off the Seeker, so a lot of crucial ults ready to come online in these next coming rounds for both sides. Sentinels are nearing completion on, again, the Hunter's Fury, the Bladestorm for TENZ as well. So it's not a bad predicament that either team are in. The full buyback for both sides are full rifle round here in number 5. Sentinels take a liking towards this A side. 4 players here. Zombs on alert towards C. This is kind of the typical default that we've seen so far. Envy, the operator Faith, at least here in Ye, has got the assist of Victor.
Oh boy.
Towards Sewers as Victor gets
this is so tense.
Patients aren't made.
It's so like Ye needs this shot, and I don't know if they're gonna give it to him. Oh, they're stuck now though.
Yeah, it is. Seemed like we've had a
interesting. He's hiding.
Contacts thus far here in the A site, but again, Sentinels so brutally slow to make their way up, and
hit him with a flash, guy.
Step their way forward.
Yup.
It is Ye with a well-timed peek, and he's going in for more.
Oh my God, Victor just saved his life.
Victor is behind him to catch.
He's still going for more. Oh my goodness.
Oh, TENZ still able to trade one back. The operator out.
Enough's just not enough. It's just not.
The deadly player they have to contest with. Dom's not too far off as
like that. That was they're good. They were good.
4 versus 2.
They wanted more.
Site clogged up with this utility.
The human brain just wants more. Prime example right there.
Impossible with it going undetected. Alarm bot there present already, and yeah. 20 seconds left. Time is not on their favor, and it looks like TENZ is going for a late re-exec into the A site off of a double Nebula fake over towards B.
Double Nebula fake. That is so much util being utilized, but for very, very good reason. Out goes the alarm bot fake. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds left. TENZ. No, he doesn't plant. He's not even gonna go for it, and instead opt for the kill. And wow, I at least anticipated TENZ to try to go for that, but felt the danger and it made sense.
I think it's fair that TENZ doesn't go for it because he knows he can hold on to the rifle. He's got Bladestorm no matter what, even if he were to go for the spike plant. If he gets the kill, Bladestorm comes online.
I don't know if that was a save or
he takes the risk.
Or what happened there. Like they were maybe thinking that it was going to be a save.
The important thing is you holding the 2 rifles. You'll get the Bladestorm online here.
I don't know.
You can drop that rifle over. So it's not the worst of buys. And TENZ does drop it over to Shazam. So Sentinels, it's a weakened buy with 2 Spectres, but essentially you've got 3 rifles.
And I mean, it was 2 people.
He definitely would have died planning for sure.
Zombs, yes, he could also distribute the cash, and it works out just fine for Sentinels. They have the rifles they need.
After the kill, maybe? I don't know.
Crashies has it all over towards Long, and he's able to pretty much create all this space now for Envy. Except for in the middle of the site, there's only 1 person over towards Long. TENZ essentially dashing his way through with a heat-seeking missile right onto the head of Crashies, and still the rest of Sentinels rotating. Oh, still slowly make their way slowly onto A, having some trouble with the cabbages, but Cosmic Divide down. It's a 4-on-4.
Oh!
Tag already.
Holy! Dude, Ye knew that was gonna happen too. He freaking felt it, which is crazy because he was holding it.
TENZ still sitting in the middle. It's instead Shazam to nick that kill, and TENZ down low. It's 1 player left as FNS is coming in for the backstab, but it's a little bit too late. All of his compadres have already gone down in FNS. It's a 1 versus 2. Both players split. He's got 1v1s. He can't win the first. Sentinels. Apparently those 2 save rifles are what win them that round as TENZ comes up big with that Bladestorm saved up.
Yeah, TENZ, he ends up getting not only 1 kill in the middle, but yes, he ends up redistributing the cash. One of the players that ended up doing so from the last round stays alive for another one. That is Zombs.
Look, he's holding it. Look at this.
I mean,
oh my God, he was holding it.
Karma play of this game, but I still think that is that's a very good team play overall, and that is
dude, this is a very close matchup. These 2 teams,
they desperately needed it. They were about to get reset once again, and overall the vibe needs to go up. Envy
the winner of this is going to Berlin.
One of their final buys.
Sam sent this Aldro in last round, and he's going to try and pocket off of something. Nice first tag. Where's the second? He's not going to be able to finish it off. In astral form as well. Sika's going to take the space. Grab a Nova Pulse. He all avoids. Mark is good to at least knock down the run attack. That's not enough. Mark knows what is.
Oh my God!
No scope.
Dude!
Just 3. But there's a shot.
What is happening?
Crashies all alone, can't do much in this situation. 11-8 as Sentinels, 2 rounds, and they've got Berlin.
2 rounds away from the German home.
Is Sentinels going to another LAN?
Sentinels.
Will they win everything again?
So desperately close
Who knows?
to getting back to that Masters set that they so love to try to carry around. Envy, however, still slide in with another pick after this. But it's going to have to be this round, Sully. Look at their buy already, and it's getting a little bit desperate. But thankfully, they've actually slowed it down a little bit. They were thinking about full rifles, but they've actually gone back to a half buy. Just about 2K in the bank for most of these players. Envy only maintaining one player over towards that mid side, 3 over towards A. It's a heavy reliance on util between C and B.
Yeah, this is really scary for Envy. First being spotted. Sick is gonna break. 2 players charging up. It's both Sick and TENZ. So where's the scare? It's up towards the top. And Sick looking to punish, and they are good to get this first frag. The C site opened up. The guns are still readily available here for Envy as well. The spike should be going down momentarily. There is still a chance as Envy pull up the 4v4.
Oh, Sick. Getting not only revealed, but the hound right on him. Out goes Zombs with the spray down. 2 players in that same angle, trying to hold off Envy. It's crashies! Okay, interesting. He gets a collateral off of that one shot, but it's really...
This might be it. Sentinels to Berlin.
Sentinels for map match and qualification points to make their way to Berlin.
One more round is all it's going to take. One slip up and Envy will be dropping to that lower bracket. They have
So whoever wins this goes to Berlin, and whoever wins this match also goes to Berlin. The 100 Thieves match. Dude, 100 Thieves? Dude, we could see 100 Thieves on land. Oh my god. I think it's going to happen. Maybe. Who knows? I don't want to jinx it. Never mind.
Crashies, Hunter's Fury, lockdown for FNS. Here they come, here they go. And TENZ is going to be the first blood. Victor good for at least the immediate 2 off the bat. And while Crashies is looking to try and respond, he is in the back lines. 4 versus 3. And Zombs is desperately low on HP.
That dart didn't even hit him.
Crashies still has that ping over towards long, but the shock darts aren't able to connect. Still that man disadvantage that Sentinels are now starting to lack out over towards the back site.
Oh!
They had the right pieces. They had.
Bro, I want to see Envy, Sentinels, 100 Thieves. That's what we need to see. That needs to be our NA representatives, in my opinion.
Momentum has been stopped. Yes, it is. Yet another round back for Envy. Sentinels, they have cash to go into the next. But Envy, luckily, with 4 players alive, most of their rifles and their utility is going to stay through.
Envy, like you said, keeping things at least intact. That's probably the biggest thing. Huge double pick coming out from Victor to at least open things up and give them that opportunity.
How about XSET? XSET's good, for sure.
Cash has been built up.
There's so many good teams. There's so many good teams. It's like
one reset here or there.
It's crazy.
To phase them, probably not as Envy. They know what is at stake with every single round. They're setting themselves up, 2 players, a third in rotation. If you want to count Ye in towards the garage side, one solo on this A side. And Crashies has got a lot of work to do as he realizes the majority of this focus is towards A, and he's a little bit overwhelmed, so he calls for rotations. Victor comes in, still that lockdown to play with if they want to go for a retake.
Someone said I want to see Shroud's team in Berlin trying to get slapped, dude. We're gonna get owned. We're gonna smack around.
That A area, even though the Aldron didn't end up pinging. But once again, Sentinels maintaining a default mindset.
Yep.
And Envy, I mean, quite rarely now, and the same thing with Sentinels, neither one of these 2 teams want to interact with one another. We're not seeing anyone from Envy deep in these choke points, not even watching them at that.
No.
And Sentinels, well, they almost have to enact what is literally the name of the side. They are the attacking side. They're the ones that have to do the attacking. They're the ones that have to make their way through. Early on, it is the Seekers getting a whole lot of information over towards long.
Seekers go out. One Cabbage is having trouble finding anything as it's bouncing between sewers, but run it back activated. Sick is trying to.
They're not even going A. He's just selling it.
Contact, but
nobody moved.
Envy is taking this fight. They are completely wary to the fact that it's a full fake, and well, Sick. Run it back doesn't find much. Suddenly a 5 versus 3. A shahzam down low. And Ye up top, taking him down with the knives. It's clean here from the side of Envy as they take now a 10th round to bring Sentinels at least down a peg in this second map.
That's another big one too. Envy completely flawless. It's not exactly the hope that Sentinels like to see because I think their economy is actually starting to dwindle now too. They might start to contemplate holding back for this round and going into the very last, and indeed, they will.
Oh, man.
Okay, listen. We've had our fair share of Shikos.
Yep.
But...
let's not hope it happens here.
Yeah, right. We like drama, folks. And Envy, more than likely, they have the rifles. They're trying to push this to the 24th round. But the pistols, they're all grouped out around C.
Yeah, full send here, it feels like, as TENZ has still got that updraft and dash available, so he's looking to create space. Everyone behind. 2, 3, 4 players now starting to make a rotation from Envy. It's quiet. Lights out here for Sentinels. They shut the noise, rework their way back into garage to try and reposition, and TENZ is the spearhead. You need the confusion in garage. It's sick. He has no curveballs left, so the peak is risky, and well, our 2 players basically right there, and well, Sentinels, this is the time where they need to make a move soon.
Sick is still very much quiet, and he's the only person making any sort of headway. But this is what Envy is trying to work for. They have contact on the outside of garage. TENZ goes in for a peek. There's one person watching outside garage, like I mentioned. So Sick, even if he does go for this peek,
I could win this eco.
more proactive and C. Well, he's probably gonna get peeked out. He's probably gonna go down. Out
Never mind.
goes at least
Never mind.
Out goes the dash from 10. Goes down in a heap. 2 more players over towards garage, and the guiding light is gonna shut down all of that pressure. It is yet another flawless round from Envy, as now they are looking cold-blooded. 1 more round separates Envy and Sentinels.
It feels like the nerves are
rattling. Ooh, and the other match is starting? Oh, baby.
It's their best chance to close out the series. And again, Envy know it as well. 1 round, 1 mess up, they slip to the lower bracket. Sentinels, eye back in their favor. 1 ult, that being the Cosmic Divide. We've been sitting on FNS's lockdown. Keep in mind, he's had that since 8 to 12. And now we're looking to see if this is the round he wants to use it to bring us to an overtime. And Sentinels, it's a full send of the A side. Where is FNS? He's right here, ready. But this lockdown, it's not going to have the effect that he wants if they're just going to full rush.
There is a full rush. This Aldron slowly but surely clearing out, but there's a reason why they're backing out. Again, that lockdown still ready on FNS.
Playing retake with the lockdown.
Sort of return off that, because shahzam technically on that front line could get this plant down and could also get that ulti, but it's actually Sick going in for the plant. Interestingly,
can't really see.
Still going back for it. Out goes that lockdown, and the Hunter's Fury charged up for shahzam.
This is where KO would be sick. If you could somehow silence Sova into a Killjoy ult, you know what I'm saying? Hard to do, but
Cosmic Divide still up in the
no way.
Victor gonna be able to get
no
1.
way.
2 kills going back. Day with a wide swing. Man advantage now for Envy.
Oh, he takes him. Oh my god.
Shut out to Marv.
Sentinels won.
How much more can you survive, my friend? 64 HP.
Sentinels won.
He has the space. He has the molly.
Sentinels won.
Of the spike. Marv goes for the fake, but it's not gonna work.
Dude, that was looking so bad. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, Sentinels is going to burn.